Hey there, Star Wars fans. I'm continuing to profile my vintage collection. Today we're looking at The Empire Strikes Back and all those releases. So today we're looking at Princess Leia. So you can see here her gown. There's a variation between the Princess Leia Bespin fatigues here. So I have both variants. I'll just show you real quick. One is referred to as the turtleneck variant, and you can kind of see here the paint, how it's been applied. It makes it look like she has a turtleneck. So in the face differentiation, there's a little bit of difference in the faces. The color, the hair on the left is a little bit darker than the one on the right. I don't know if you can see that in camera. So I have both variants. So going back to the one here, this one, the weapon, it's kind of like a blue color. Hopefully you can see that. It's not black, it's definitely got a blue color to it. So she's in really good shape though. I mean, the cape looks decent. The hands maybe have a little bit of paint rubs here and there, but and the coup on this one, she is marked Hong Kong 1980 LFL, and there's a copyright symbol. It's a two-line coup. I think you can see that there. So a really nice figure, a nice cape. A little bit of paint rubs here in the eye, if you look at the eyebrow, but mostly just dust. And these weapons, honestly, if they're fake, I really don't care. They look complete on a shelf. They may not get the high resale value, but you know, for me, it's just special to have a complete figure, regardless if it's a reproduction or not. So it is what it is. And then looking at the one with the turtleneck variation, her weapon is also the same kind of color blue. And the coup on this one, oh, it's positioned a little bit differently, but it says 1980 LFL Hong Kong. It's the same leg as the other one, but I think it's positioned a little bit further this way down. Looks that way anyway. So a really nice figure as well. The weapon looks pretty decent, although it looks like, I don't know if you can see that in camera or not, it looks like maybe a little bit of a, I don't know, it looks like it's been pinched or damaged somehow. Or cut. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that in camera. I think you can. That's unfortunate. Nonetheless, you know, it's complete in my opinion. Next, we have FX7. Just dust. I can't imagine wanting this one as a kid. It's just a bizarre action figure. His head, yeah, there it goes, stays up a little bit. The arm's a little bit bent here. Some paint loss or dirt in there. I think these are supposed to clip in there somehow. And he is marked 1980 LFL Hong Kong. Kind of a strange figure to want as a kid, but I didn't want it as a kid. I'm just saying anyone else who wanted this one, it's a strange figure to want, considering the screen time that figure had on in the movie. Oh, okay. This one here is the Imperial Hoth Stormtrooper. His weapon also appears a little bit blue. Really nice figure. Limbs are really tight on him. Cape is a little bit mucked up. Yeah, you can see that there. It's not ripped. I think it's just it's not really in the belt properly, or it's, yeah, there's a little bit of dirt here. No, that's just the way the belt's supposed to go on, or the cape's supposed to go on. But you can see there's a definite fold here. Likely how the figure's arm was positioned. It was just holding the cape in the wrong position. There we go. Really kind of cool figure. I think I had this one as a child. Again, it's so hard to remember what ones I had and what ones I got later in life. Okay, this guy, I think he's the Hoth soldier. Yeah. So this weapon's a little bit more black. So I have two of these guys. Oh, I dropped them. Now I can't remember why I have two. Maybe it's the mustache. The guy on the right here has a fuller mustache than the one on the left. Also, this one on the left has a darker sort of a cape or sash or whatever from his hat. So that's why I have two. I think, again, his weapon's also nice and black like the other one. I think what's happened here, I have a collection of Letty figures. Lily Letty from Mexico. I think that's right. Anyways, this one here is marked Hong Kong LFL 1980 as well. Hong Kong is up here and the LFL 1980 is down there. If there's any difference in the backpack. They look to be the same. And this one's coup is Hong Kong on the top leg and LFL on the bottom leg. Interesting, this one is 2 lines right here. LFL 1980, 2 lines. And this one's only 1 line. 1980 LFL, 1 line. Made in Hong Kong. Made in Hong Kong as well. 2 lines on this leg and 2 lines on that leg. Again, I think it's because, you know, one was intended for U.S. Canadian consumers and the other one was made in Mexico and meant for the Mexican consumers, something like that. But both really decent figures. No major paint loss that I can see. You know, maybe a bit of discoloration in here. But maybe that was always the way it was. Definitely this guy's hat is darker than the other one though. And the mustache is fuller on the guy on the right. 2 really nice pieces. Okay, next we have Bossk. Here he is here. He's a bounty hunter. I have 2 of them. One's more of an orange head and one's more like a green head. Again, these are variants. I can't really tell if there's any difference in the outfit. The body, like the skin, the boots, they look to be the same color. The head though, definitely different colors. The weapon, this one's a little bit blue. I mean, just getting all the weapons and figuring out which weapons go to which figure, that's a task unto itself. But this one is marked, if I can make it out, It's a two-line coup marked 1980 LFL Hong Kong. And the other one, his weapon is also a little bit blue. And he is marked, if I can make it out, it's so small, 1980 LFL Hong Kong as well. It's a two-line coup. A little bit of paint loss on the back here, but the head looks really decent. Again, both in really good shape. A little paint loss here on the left and the back. Some rubs on the bottom area here. It's not pristine, but it's very, very good. The limbs are both very tight in these two. Nice to see both variants. Next, we have IG-88. So he comes with two weapons. So I'll just show you him real quick. Here's the blaster. Again, it's a little bit blue. And his rifle, same thing. It's a little bit blue. He is marked, if I can find his coup. Yeah, it's on the back for this one. 1980 LFL Hong Kong. I don't know if you can see that. So he's like a matte kind of gray finish. And I have another one. And just bring him in. There he is there. So one's a shiny finish, one's a dull gray finish. And you could probably see that in camera. Again, these are variant figures. Again, he's got a little bit of a blue blaster or rifle, whatever. Same thing here. Now his coup is, what's his say? 1989 LFL. I do not see a country though. There's no country on the back. There's no Hong Kong. It's a two-line coup. 1980, I think, yeah, 1980, sorry, LFL. But there's no country of origin on this one. Nice piece. Next, we're going to go to Luke Skywalker in Bespin Fatigues. A really nice figure. This one happens to be a variant of I think there's two of them. I can't tell which one's the variant. I forgot which one's the original and which one's the variant. So there's a brown hair and a blonde hair. I think the brown hair is the variant. I'm not too sure. But they're both in pretty good condition. The hair is pretty decent. No real paint loss there. His lightsaber, it's got how many dots? I don't know. I know that used to be a thing. If I can even see it. It's got 3 dots on it, it looks like. It's so incredibly small. I mean, I don't think the camera's going to even pick this up. I mean, I'd have to get a special lens to really do it justice. And his face, it's a little bit dirty. It's got some sort of grime on it, but you know, as I said before, I don't want to put these in detergent. So his blaster, you can see it there on camera, if the camera would focus. And his country of origin, it's a one-line coup, this one, 1980 LFL, but there's no country of origin on it. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a variant. Really nice piece. No major paint loss. Limbs are pretty tight too. Going to the blonde hair, his saber, yeah, okay, I see the difference now between the two. These have 3 sort of raised dots, whereas the other one, they look like they're recessed. Yeah, it's hard to tell. The hilt looks a little bit different. You can't even see it on camera, but one looks skinnier than the other. Definitely a variant in the weapons. Now, whether they're fake or phony, I have no idea. I'm just pointing out the differences. His weapon's pretty much the same as the other one. And if there's paint loss, I see it's just in the eyebrow a little bit. And a little bit maybe on the hairline. Just a little bit. It's not absolutely pristine, but very, very good nonetheless. And his markings, it's a 2-line coup, 1980 LFL, Hong Kong. Now his pouch here, it's missing a little bit of paint. His belt, same thing. So he's in still pretty decent shape considering how old he is. Okay, just continuing on. Next we have Han Solo Hoth outfit. It's funny, as a kid I didn't even know the names of some of these figures, but yet I wanted them. So strange. So his blaster is a black color, as you can see. Limbs are pretty tight on him. He's pretty good. And the LFL, sorry, the country of origin is 1980 LFL, Hong Kong. It's a 2-line coup. So a nice figure. No major paint loss, just dust. And the limbs are really tight on him. He's got a little bit of paint rubs here on the hand, so you can see that. But the limbs are really tight. Again, a little bit of paint loss in the hand. Nice figure. Next, Mr. Colt 45. Lando Calrissian. Here he is. So this one is the teeth variant, and of course we have the no teeth variant. I don't know which one's the variant. I think it's the one with the teeth. I think this one was the mass-produced one, and this one was the variant. Anyways, nice figure. This blaster to me looks a little blue. I think you can see that in camera. Cape has a little stain right there. And his country of origin is a 2-line coup. And he's marked 1980 LFL, Hong Kong. I don't think the legs are too loose. I think they could be tighter. No major paint loss in the figure though. The hair looks good, and the cape, it's alright. I don't know if that gap is supposed to be there, but looks okay to me. It looks like it's just riding a little high inside the arm socket there. If I pull it down, yeah, there we go. Nice figure. And the other one right here, his weapon is also a little bit blue in color, you could say. And of course he's the no teeth version. And he is marked. Oh, interesting, we have some paint loss right here. Interesting. Weird spot to get it too. Okay, yeah, 1980 LFL Hong Kong. The print looks a little bit different than the other one. In terms of size, I mean. I think the other one was a bit larger. But decent figure. Interesting. I don't think the cape is as long as the other one. No, yes, no. It's hard to say. It's hard to say here. Like if I just position the cape on the right, it's so hard to tell. I don't want to take the cape off. It's so close though. I don't want to take the cape off just for fear of wrecking it. I'm sure if I just position the cape a little bit differently on this guy, it'd be the same length. It's so close. Anyways, Lando Calrissian. Next, the Bespin security guard, if I can find him. There he is. So there's two versions of this. Yeah, there's the white one and there's the black one. I can't find him. There he is. Okay. So I have both versions. We'll look at the white guy. His mustache is in pretty decent shape. Now I think there's a variant on the white one too. I think there's one with the mustaches. It's not the handlebar mustache. I don't know. I'm trying to remember, but I think there's a variant of the white one too. His uniform here is in really good shape. Usually these here markings are usually rubbed out, paint loss. So it's pretty decent on this one, not too bad. Some paint loss maybe in the hand area. He is marked 1980 LFL Hong Kong, 2-line coup. His weapon's a little bit blue in color as well. Like it's not perfectly black. Nice figure. The black one, the black guy. Yeah, good shape, just dusty. His outfit's pretty good too. You know, the little leaves or whatever you want to call them here on his uniform. Typically they're not very well defined. They rub off. But his weapon is also a little bit blue. And his LFL, it looks like it's on both pant legs. The other one was on one. It's marked LFL 1980 here and made in Hong Kong. So I'm not sure here if these are variants. I don't know if they specifically had a white guy release versus a black guy. I don't know if one's a variant of the other, but anyways, it doesn't matter. I have both. Next, Yoda. Alright, there's Yoda. Now, I have the other Yodas as well. This is the common kind of Yoda. The other one is, it has a brown snake, and there's also one with a green snake, and dark skin, and Pac-Man eyes. So, I have those as well, and I'll feature those in another video, like I'll have a variant video of just things I have in different locations. So I'll get those variants and I'll dig them out a little bit later. Anyways, he's complete. He's got his cane, his snake, the belt, the cloak, or the wardrobe, whatever you want to call it. All right, I don't want to take any of this off. Just fear of breaking. I don't want to do this. So I'm going to leave it as is. I can't tell what the country of origin is on him. I'll just tell you it's the common release and leave it at that. I mean, if you own this figure, you know what kind of hassle it is to take this cloak off and the belt and the snake. It's just, you know, and then look at his eyes. He has orange eyes. And a little bit of paint rubs on the hands. Not too bad. Nice figure. Next is Ugnaught. I have both Ugnaughts. There's one with a purple smock and one with a dark purple smock. Hopefully you can see that in camera. They're a little bit different. the weapons, well, not weapons, briefcase, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what you call it. Medical kit? I don't know what these guys did. I think they worked in a mining factory or something. Anyways, this one here, he has the country of origin on both legs. It's marked Made in Hong Kong and then LFL 1980. And this one here, he only has the country of origin on one leg, and it just says 1980 LFL Hong Kong. So the reason I bring up the country of origin is because it identifies the variant figures, right? So you can definitely see that in the smock color. A little bit of fraying perhaps on the one. Not too bad. Interesting, the hands look a little different too. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. That's just the stand. It fell. Okay, next, who do we have? Dengar, if I can find them. Now I'm trying to remember their names as I go along and put names to faces because it's been so long since I've actually collected. But everyone remembers the movies. So there's Dengar. Again, I think I had him as a kid. Again, another kind of weird character to want as a child, considering the screen time. So he is marked. He's got his coup on both legs. Made in Hong Kong, 1980 LFL. Nice figure. The limbs are all pretty stiff on him. No real major paint loss. You know, maybe on the shoulder pad here. Again, I don't know if that's supposed to be there, but it doesn't look like it. Pretty clean looking figure. Next is Han Solo Bespin outfit. Okay, if I can find him. I think this is him right here. Decent looking figure. No major paint loss that I can see. His weapon's definitely black in color. You can see that there. Limbs are all pretty nice and stiff on them as well. Clean looking figure. Just minor paint loss. Maybe on the hand area. And his country of origin's marked on one leg. It is, oh goodness, yeah, 1980 LFL Hong Kong. It's just markings on one leg. But again, no paint loss on him, and the limbs are pretty tight, so I'm happy with him. And next we have Lobot. There's Lobot right there. Now I think there are a couple versions of Lobot. I think there's a variant out there. I don't have it. I don't think I have it anyway. I think it has to do with the this sort of headband at the back or whatever he wears. I'm not too sure. Could be wrong, but I think there's a variant out there. I just have the one. Yeah, he's pretty decent for a bald guy. Yeah, no appreciable paint loss on him. He's got the blue weapon going on. And you know, like I said, if these are fake weapons, these are fake weapons. Oh well. Two-line coup. So we have here Made in Hong Kong on one side and 1980 LFL on the other. Yeah, pretty good figure. Next is Leia in the Hoth outfit. If I could find Leia in the Hoth outfit. Oh, there she is. Okay. There she is. So, I don't know if I have more than one of these. No, I think I just have the one. Again, there are so many variants out there. I'm just... For a time, I was a bit of a variant collector and into it, but, you know, you lose interest. Your pocketbook only goes so deep, right? And these are hard to find now. And her country of origin is Made in Hong Kong, LFL 1980. and that's on both legs. No real hair loss there. Her weapon, it's a little bit blue. I don't know if that's, I don't know if you can see that. I don't think you can. It's so small. Looks like the weapon's been damaged a little bit in the sort of the handle area. Again, these things are likely been played with at some point in time. The only way you're basically going to guarantee a figure's never been played with is if you get it out of the package. Okay, so Rebel Commander. Oh boy. Okay, forgive me if I'm wrong. I think this is the Rebel Commander. Okay, there he is. Yeah, I'm going to say he's the Rebel Commander. He's got those insignia there, whatever. His weapon, you can see it's a little blue in color. And his coup is 1980 LFL Hong Kong on one leg. His limbs are really stiff too. Next is, who do we have? AT-AT Driver. Now, I've had the AT-AT for a long time, since I was a kid, and pretty sure this is my childhood AT-AT Driver. So his weapon's a nice black color. You can see it there. And I always took good care of my toys. I never threw them around or anything like that. So he's in really good shape. I don't really see any appreciable paint loss. Maybe on the arm area. Oops, sorry to move over. The arm area just above the glove. And his LFL is marked on both legs. Hong Kong. So okay, so it's this way. So we got made in Hong Kong on this leg, and the other leg says 1980 this way. Yeah, LFL 1980 that way. Interesting. So again, no real major paint loss on him. Tight limbs, nice figure. Okay, next, Imperial Commander. So there's the Imperial Commander. I have two of them. I'll try to remember what the variation is on them. Just looking at the two of them. It could be in the face. The face looks a little bit different on the two of them. Not too sure about the rest. Maybe this one's a little bit bluer than this one. That could be due to aging. And I'm just looking at the insignia, the rank of the officer. It looks to be the same rank. It's too bad I got a little paint loss on this guy. On the helmet area, you can see that. And this one's in much better condition. So this one here, let me just show you his weapon. It's a standard Stormtrooper blaster, and it's black in color. And the LFL on this one is made in Hong Kong, 1980 LFL. It's on both legs. It's too bad about the paint loss on the head. Again, I'm not sure which one's the variant, which one's the mass release. Again, depending where you're from, one may be the mass release, whereas the other one's the variant. I don't know. Okay, his weapon is also a black color. Nice, good condition. His country of origin is marked on one leg, no country mentioned. It just says 1980 LFL. Nice figure. Limbs are pretty tight on him, and no real major paint loss that I can see anywhere. Okay, whoops. Up next is 2-1B So I have two of these. One's like a matte blue and one's like a shiny blue. I don't know if you can see that in camera. I think you can. So the weapons here, it's your standard weapon that came with them, this sort of wand. Sort of a weird thing to give with a action figure. It was just a weird action figure. I'm looking. Okay, he's marked made in Hong Kong here, and then in LFL 1980 over here. Okay, that looks like the matte colored one. They're so similar though. They're very close. I know they're variants though. Next, the other one is marked. If I can see it. 1980 LFL on that side and made in Hong Kong in the other. Just like the other one. However, there's definite difference in the paint and the finish. Again, one's a matte finish and the other's like a shinier sort of greeny blue. I'm also looking at kind of the emblem on the chest plate. It looks very close to each other, a little bit different. Okay, next, R2-D2. This is the Empire Strikes Back release with the sensor scope. Really nice figure. Shiny dome. I don't know if it clicks. Let's see. Ooh, I don't want to even turn it too much. Well, I'm not going to spin it around just for fear of breaking it, but I can't turn it any more than this, and I can't turn it any more than that. And I don't want it to go any harder, so I'm just going to leave well enough alone. So he's got the sensor scope. As far as I know, original sticker. His coup is marked. Oh, 1977? Really? Strange. GMFGI 1977, made in Hong Kong. That's so weird. What I'm thinking then is someone has put, I don't know if that's possible, but has someone put an Empire Strikes Back head on a Star Wars body? I don't know why you would do that, but that's what it looks like happened. That's so weird. Okay, so it looks like I need maybe a replacement of this one. That doesn't match up to me. Because 1977, that's Star Wars. So that body's from Star Wars. This head is from Empire. Unless it's a variant I don't know about, it just doesn't seem to line up here. It looks like someone just, maybe their body of the other one was just terrible and they switched it, swapped it. I don't know. Anyways, nice enough figure, but certainly I think it's gone under modification. Next, C-3PO with removable limbs. Okay, here's the piece of plastic, whatever, that Chewie carried C-3PO in. To be honest, I've never had them apart, ever. Simply because the limbs are so tight on them. Like, there's not, like, the head doesn't even turn. And, well, the one leg's a little bit loose. But the other one's nice and stiff. The arms, again, look at the arms hold position. This one's really stiff. I don't want to take this apart. I'm sure it's the Empire release. It is marked 19 LFL on 119. I can't read it. I'm going for 1982. That's what I'm going to go for. Again, I'm just squinting here. It's so incredibly small. And you got that reflection going on with the gold. So, yeah, I'm going to say it's 1982. And good shape figure, just a bit dusty. And there's his pouch or whatever you want to call it. I don't know if it has markings on it. I've never had it opened. I don't know if it's ripped either. I've never had it opened. Okay, I don't know if it's supposed to open. I don't think so. Yeah, I'm going to leave it alone. It's pretty decent. Some residue here you can see. Okay, next, Luke Skywalker Hoth Battle Gear. Here he is. So, nice figure, decent shape. His weapon's black in color. Again, I'm pretty sure I got all the weapons correctly matched, all the figures. And no real paint loss. There's a bit maybe on his binoculars. And that's his dirt. And his, oh, a little bit of paint loss here in the back. And his LFL. Huh. I don't see it. Oh, maybe it's there. Yeah, it's there. LFL 1980. Again, I don't think you're going to see that in camera. But it's marked LFL 1980. But I don't think there's a country mentioned on the other leg at all. Yeah, oh, maybe. Again, I can look at this forever, and it's just, I need a magnifier or something. Yeah, I think it says made in Hong Kong on this side. Nice figure though. Tight limbs on him too. Okay, next we have the AT-AT Commander. Oh boy. The AT-AT Commander. I'm not sure who... Ah, here he is. I think this is him right here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. General Veers, that's it. Well, it was supposed to be a General Veers or something like that. General Veers was never released. Instead, it came out as the AT-AT Commander. His weapon is a little bit blue in color. And the country of origin on this guy, made in Hong Kong on one side, and LFL 1980 on the other. Nice figure. I don't see any paint loss on him either. Really decent. You know, tight limbs too. There. Next, who do we have? Twin Pod Cloud Car Pilot. Okay, I have a few of these because I have the Twin Pod Cloud Car and the other ones are in the Cloud Car, so this is just my loose one. So there's his weapon and his communicator. Such a weird thing to give with an action figure. Like the communicator, I don't know why. I don't even know if these guys had any screen time, to be honest. So we have here LFL 1981. Yeah, I think so. And made in Hong Kong. Again, I don't think you're going to see this on camera. It's just too small. Nice figure, no real paint loss. Decent. Little maybe dirt on the helmet here. Okay, next, Bespin Security Guard. I already showed you him. That was the black one and the white one. Next, Forlom. Okay, Forlom. Okay, I think this is Forlom right here. Again, it's up for debate. I mean, the packaging error and all the rest of it. So here's Forlom. There's his weapon. It's black, and he's got his cloak and his weapons and his gear. It's almost like a leather, actually. Made in Hong Kong, I think it says. Let me have a look here. 1981, LFL, made in Hong Kong. Yep. That's a really nice piece of material to give for an action figure. It's like thick leather or something. So very nice figure. No real paint loss. The outfit is really good shape. Everything's there. His weapon, nice black color. Next is Zuckuss, or Forlom, however you want to think about it. Here he is here. Got a nice figure. Limbs are really tight. His weapon, big huge rifle here, black in color. LFL 1982 and made in Hong Kong. Again, very nice figure. no paint loss, and limbs I can't move them, so it's really decent. Okay, next is the Imperial TIE Fighter Pilot, and I think that will conclude our Empire Strikes Back figures. So there he is there. Nice figure. Here's his weapon. No real paint loss on him. He is marked made in Hong Kong, LFL 1982. Oh, a little bit of paint rub maybe on the emblem. Shoulder pad there. Oh yeah, this one here could be better too. Yeah. But again, nice figure for sure. Limbs are really tight too. So that would conclude the review of the Empire Strikes Back figures. I'll be posting another video for Return of the Jedi as well as variants. So stay tuned for that. Alright, we'll talk to you later. Bye.